Today we're going to be doing a facial with an exfoliant or scrub. Okay, my products are going to be my cleanser, my exfoliator or scrub, massage cream, my toner, my moisturizer, my facial brush, steam towel, eye pads, hand sanitizer, and our tissues. On this side, I have my to be disinfected, and I have my client record card. Okay, after I have analyzed the skin, I'll make my notations on the client record card. It will help determine your products and services for your client. So we're ready to begin with our facial. I'm going to sanitize my hands. Okay, I'm going to take 2 iPads, and with my cleanser over the garbage, put a little bit of cleanser. I don't want my pad or my skin to come in contact with that bottle. I'm going to place these on the eyes. So I'll break up that mascara or eye makeup gently down, fold them over, and you're going to come from the outside corner in towards the nose. Okay? Trash and sanitize. Okay. I'm going to now remove the lip makeup. I'm going to take one of these pads, a little bit of cleanser, and I'm going to bring it from the corner, outside corner to the center, outside corner to the center, flip it over, and I'm going to remove it straight across. If I'd gone straight across at first, I would have had pigment over here, and I don't want that. So outside corner to the middle, and outside corner to the other side, so to the middle. Okay, so now we're going to cleanse our face. I'm putting that product back here so that I can dispense it to her face and not just my hands. Away from the client as I apply it. Okay, I'm going to start with my spreading motion. I'm going to do it one more time. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to go down to the jawline, and I'm going to break up that line of makeup to the line of demarcation between her face and neck. Okay, and then I'm going to get our cheeks and our temples, forehead, and our other temple as they get jealous. And then we're going to come back across the forehead. Slide to the temples, one hand off, and then the other. Now, use a tissue to wipe my hands off of that cream, the cleansing cream. Sanitize. And then I'm going to use my tissues to remove it. Okay. So my triangles are going to go behind my 2 facial fingers, which are the ring and middle finger. I'm going to bring the middle down. The baby one comes over. The baby catches that little end. So, behind my facial fingers, bring the middle down, the baby over, and then the baby up. We're going to start on the neck, and we're going to remove it using hand over hand. Okay. So just one hand follows the other as you're trying to do this. And then you're going to come over here. Rid of all of this. Just get this out. Okay, so now we're ready to do an analysis of the skin. Okay, so now I'm going to take 2 iPads and place it over the eyes, because if I was in a treatment room or if it's a real client, it would be too bright, and I really want to get a good look at what her skin looks like. So I'm going to kind of turn her around so I can see both sides. I'm looking for larger pores, smaller pores, blackheads, papules, pustules, broken capillaries, anything that might change the course of what I'm going to do for my treatment for the client. So once I've determined whether she has anything, I'm going to write it back on this record card, and that will determine whether or not I can actually use the correct products and the correct treatments for her. Okay, so these are going to come off now. And I've actually gone back and, if you think about it, I've made out a treatment plan for her. Okay, so now we're going to do our exfoliate or scrub. Right here. Back of the hand. I'm going to apply it to the face. And I'm just going to spread it around. Okay. Right. And now I'm going to sanitize, and I'm going to use my facial brush to just work in little circles, because this is just trying to lift up all that stuff underneath the skin. Okay. If I'm going to be working on this side, I'm going to protect the eyes from this side, okay? And I'm going to use the brush going in tiny circles, working that scrub in. Okay, when I get to the other side, okay, I'm gonna just stand just a little bit, it's a little easier. Okay, and I still wanna get all of the spots on her face. Okay, and come over here. Okay, now this is gonna go into my soil container, because I don't wanna set it down in anywhere where I'm working. I'm gonna get this off my fingers, sanitize, and then I'm going to get my steam towel. So, you know that when you throw something away, you have to sanitize your hands. When you get inside any type of a bag, you have to sanitize your hands. Just remember those things. Okay, this is my steam towel. I'm going to roll it, and I'm going to test the temperature to make sure it's not too hot to put onto the client. Then I'm going to drape it around her chin and bring it up over the eyes. You need to leave their nose and their mouth out. Okay, there you go. You need to breathe. Okay, I'm gonna slowly just move this product off. Okay, I'm gonna flare the nostril like this before I go underneath it. Okay. All right, now I'm going to hold my hand flat. I'm going to make a mitt so I can get the rest of that product off. So I'm going to grab this, twist it, and turn my hand. And now I have a very good mitt to get the rest of that product off. Because if you're using a manual exfoliant, you're not going to want to leave any little drops on there, or little grit on there, because the massage is coming up next, and it'll be very uncomfortable if you have one little bead underneath your skin while you're doing the massage. Okay, so I'll put this in the bag. Now, the little headband came off, so I'm gonna fix that. And just like the trash or getting into a bag, you have to re-sanitize when you touch, say, the client's hair. Okay. Okay. All right, we're ready for our massage. Again, over the garbage. Okay, so now I'm going to start my spreading motion, which means I'm just moving that product around to get it all over the face evenly, so that when I do my massage, okay, I have enough slip on her face. Three. Okay, I'm gonna start my massage. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back to the center. I'm gonna be doing friction, tiny circles from the center to temples. Bring it back to the middle. and we'll do one more. We're doing each of these manipulations 3 times. It's an easy way to learn or memorize something. Okay, this next one is S formations. Just until you learn all the manipulations, then I'd go back and learn, well, oh, this one's 5, this one's 10, whatever, but it's easy at 3. All right, our next one is a pressure point. You're gonna lift up, and you're gonna slide across the brow. Lift up, slide. Lift up, slide. Now we're gonna basically do a circle. 1, 2, 3. All right, next one is going to be slide, circles under, pull up, slide, circles under, up, slide, circles under. Okay, now you're gonna do your tapping. And your tapping will now bring you down to a little part by the nostrils, and you're going to feel for that bone right there, because that's your zygomatic or cheekbone. We're gonna do tiny circles under that bone, and then slide it on the orbital. Down a little bit, under that bone, and slide in. Okay, one more. Slide in. Next one is a roller coaster. You're gonna come up, grasp the jaw. You're gonna pinch that jaw straight up to the other side. Bring it back to the center, corners of the mouth, and do it again. I just know when I'm coming on the up movement of this, I can always pause if I wanted to at the temples. Okay, and I just lost it again, so we're gonna wait until I finish this manipulation and I'll fix it. Okay, and one hand off and the other if I had to do that. I have to fix my headband, I'm so sorry. Okay, sanitize my hands again. So you learned all the little problems that could happen and how you fix them as you do this. It's not a bad thing. Okay, so I'm gonna basically start on our neck and give myself a little bit of slip before I go to that last move. Okay, this is still spreading. Okay, so it was pinching the jaw, corners of the mouth, up again, pinching that jaw, coming back, corners of the mouth. Okay, so now we're gonna do our tapping on the cheeks. That tapping brings you down to the chin, and the next move is from the chin to the bottom of the ear, corners of the mouth, to the middle of the ear, and nose to the top of the ear. Okay. Second set. Okay, we're gonna do one more set after this. And our last one. Next one is a Pulp Fiction. It's under the nose and under the mouth. And it's great for fine lines from smokers. Okay, smooth out that wrinkly or fine lines on the lips. Next one is a figure 8. It's under the nose, under the mouth, and under the chin. Under the nose, under the mouth, under the chin. Okay, our next one, our hands are right here. We're gonna go back, drawing it back on each side, all the way back behind the ear. Okay? Then we're gonna do both hands back, draw it under the jawline, behind the ear, down the neck, across the chest, and up. Okay? Back, down, across, and up. Down, across, and up. Okay? Tap movements next. Tap, tap, lift, tap, tap, lift. This goes all the way across the jawline. Okay, bring it up to the cheek. Okay, that's how I had to move it. Okay, I'm gonna go right into my effleurage. This is the very last move, but I'm gonna be doing my cheeks, and I'm gonna be doing my temple, forehead. So you make this a little bit slower because this is towards the end of it. Okay, move up to the temple. Across the forehead to the other temple. Okay, and bring it back to the center. Slide, press, one hand off the other. Okay, so now we're almost finished here. We're gonna remove this massage cream and we're going to tone. So again, with our triangles behind your facial fingers. Okay, and we're gonna do the other hand behind the facial fingers, bring it down the middle, baby over and baby up. So again, we're gonna start from her neck and move upward, and then one hand is gonna follow the other to remove it. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to use my toner. So it's our last pad. Okay, we're going to start on her neck. I'm going to work our way up. Okay. So you want to put it everywhere on the face and neck except for the eyes and the mouth. Okay, you go across it. Okay, and this is supposed to balance or rebalance the pH. Okay, all right. And then we have our moisturizer when we're finished. It's not a long one, but it'll take you a while to get your manipulations down. Okay. So you don't want to use a lot, okay, compared to what you've been using, because this one doesn't come off. The other ones, we took a tissue to remove it. This one stays on. So this is your moisturizer. Okay, I'm gonna make sure she gets a little bit everywhere. 1, 2. She should be nice and hydrated by now. Okay, and we're finished.